Hello, welcome to Game Plan Monday. We are going to wrap up our topic on working your top 3 priorities today. And I've been asking that question, friends. Have you ever ended the day and thought, what have I gotten done? What have I even done today? You were busy, you were probably doing laundry, you're working your business, you're probably out doing your regular 9 to 5 job. And you look back and you're like, what did I actually accomplish today? What did I actually get done that's going to help me move my business forward? And that's why today we're going to be talking about the top 3 priorities. It's not, friends, about cramming more into your day. It's about focusing on what really matters. This is Wendy with Can and Plan, and I'm excited that you are joining me for Game Plan Monday today. We have been talking about top 3 priorities, and this is a tool that I use every single day. It is one that I use every single week. It's one I use every single month. I pick a top 3 for the whole month. What is it that I want to accomplish over the course of the month? And then I will pick a top 3 each week. What things do I want to accomplish this week that are high priorities? And then I will pick a top 3 each day so that I am constantly working towards those top 3 of the week and the top 3 of the month. It's kind of a vicious cycle, but it's definitely necessary. So this is why I picked the top 3 and why it's not 10 and why it's not just an endless list of things for me to do. And the reason why I do that is it narrows down my focus so that I know exactly where I need to start for the day. What is it that I need to get done? Now, I'm not saying that I don't get a bazillion other things done during the day, but I really stick with 3, and these are the top 3 priorities. Once I get those 3 things done, I can move on to other things. It also helps to build in those instant wins because every time you cross them off, you know that you're doing something that move your business forward, which is super, super important. And it also helps you to feel accomplished at the end of the day because you know that you've at least gotten 3 things done. And it helps you to not feel so drained and to not be asking your question at the end of the day, what did I get done today? And everything else on your to-do list, that's extra credit. And yes, we always have to do more than 3 things, but those 3 things are the things that you have chosen to be your most important things. So let's talk about how you choose those top 3. There is definitely a process to it. First, you're going to check on your commitments. So these are the appointments that you have coming up as a business owner. It's recording videos, it's sending out happy mail, it's doing your follow-up. What really has to happen today? Maybe you have to prep slides for doing a video. Maybe you're doing a Game Plan Monday and you have to put together your thoughts about what you're going to be sharing, right? Those things are kind of important. We want to make sure that we have all of those things done. What if you are also a mom and your kid needs cupcakes for the bake sale? We want to make sure that those get somewhere onto your top 3 so that you remember to get those done and that you're not doing them last minute. Of course, unless your kid tells you that you are doing cupcakes for tomorrow, then obviously that's going to be the case. But we want to try to avoid that at all costs. We want to focus on forward movement. So when tasks actually move your goals closer to what you're going to be wanting to accomplish for your 12-week year, whatever you're working on, instead of saying work on content, we're going to break it down to do things like write captions for next week's social post. We want to be very specific about the things that we're putting on our top 3 list because we want to make sure that we're doing our laundry, so to speak. And if you've been following me for a hot minute, you know what I'm talking about when I say doing your laundry. We're not just writing the basic things. We're breaking those down into smaller bite-sized pieces so that when we look at the list, we're not super overwhelmed. So if I needed to write a blog post, I wouldn't just write blog post. I would say write copy for blog post, find pictures for blog post, find links for blog post, so that I'm very specific on those things. Sorry, I have a hair in my eye. So we're very specific on those things that we need to get done. And we're not just looking at something vague that says, oh, write blog post. Great. What am I doing with the blog post? I can't even today because things are just chaotic. All right. And then making sure that we're needing to leave space for life. Things pop up. We have sick kids. We have a last minute errands. Keeping your list to 3 makes it flexible for us to be able to take care of those things. Also, if we are thinking ahead, right, by checking our commitments, we're thinking ahead, then that means that on Wednesday, we're not doing the things that we need to do for Thursday because we've already thought about them on Monday. So this is why it's super important to kind of start with a brain dump and move forward from there. And The reason why that's so important is that when you do a brain dump at the beginning of the week, you can kind of see what it is that you need to accomplish throughout the course of the week. Do you have videos that you need to prep for? Do you have Happy Mail that you need to get sent out on a particular day because the post office is going to be closed on Thursday for a holiday? It's looking at those kinds of things ahead of time so that you're not going, oh crap, I didn't get that done, but starting the week with a brain dump so that you can kind of see all of the activities that you need to do for the week. You can just pull from that list and you don't have to recreate or reinvent the wheel every single day when you sit down to do your top 3. And that way, when life does throw those things like your sick kids or your last minute errands, you don't have to go, oh my gosh, I was not prepared for this, right? You still know what matters most. You can see all those things up front and right in front of you. Now, let's talk about what that means for you as a social seller, network marketer, or a direct seller. Oh my gosh, I still have a hair in my eye. I do not know what's going on. Your top 3 might look like this. Maybe you have to follow up with 3 potential customers for the week. Maybe you're doing your 2-2-2 method and you're like, oh, I'm on week 2. I should probably check in and make sure that those people got all of their things, right? We want to create next week's social media post. If you work a week in advance, which is what I do, is what we talked about in the workshop that we had at the beginning of this month. This is a great opportunity for you to sit down and be like, okay, on Monday, I need to sit down and think about my content plan for next week so that I can start getting that all put together. Maybe you are working on a big workshop or an event that you want to put together. What does that look like? Writing down the things and doing a brain dump so you know what those things look like. And then, of course, we all have our home life. So that's paying bills, ordering groceries or picking up groceries, getting in a workout or a walk throughout the course of the day. Whatever you feel is high priority in your life, that's what you're going to put for those top 3 things, those things that are going to help you move forward. If you're working on weight loss, obviously, we're going to want to put some kind of exercise, meal planning, or something on there so that we're looking at those things correctly, right? The system works both ways. It is something that you can practice daily. And if you want, you can even do top 3 for your business and top 3 for your home and have 6 things. But again, making sure that we are very mindful of the time that we have available to us and that we're looking forward to all of the other tasks that we have to do throughout the week so that we don't burn out. Okay. When we practice these kinds of things daily, it gets easy to kind of sort out the busy work that we normally do, like checking our emails, which don't necessarily need to be done as a top 3, from things that actually will move your needle forward, things that will actually move your business forward. So prepping for event and doing your follow-ups, having customer conversations, those things are all going to help you to build in that structure of getting not just tasks done throughout the day, but also moving your business forward. So let's be real for just a hot minute, you guys. Some days your top 3 is going to laugh at you and it's going to say, yeah, not today. And you'll get to the end of the day and realize that you didn't even touch it. And that's okay because, friends, it has happened to me too. We get busy, things come up that we weren't expecting, priorities get shifted because of unexpected events. And this is just a practice for you to get into. It doesn't mean it has to be perfect. It's just something for you to be able to have some direction in your day. So tomorrow you're going to try again. You're going to start over. You're going to see that you didn't get those 3 things done, and we're just going to move them forward and we're going to start working on those things. We're going to keep them where we can see them. That means that we're going to write them on a sticky note, on a planner page. If you are one of those people that needs to use your phone, make it as a phone reminder. If you want to take it any further, block out time so that you're not necessarily scrambling around going, I did not get anything done today. I need to sit down. I need to work on these top 3. Set yourself some time, some strategic time to work on those top 3 throughout the course of the day. And then after 1 week, that's 7 days of doing your top 3. I want you to take a minute and look back and you go, look what I did. I actually got all of these things accomplished. I don't feel like I'm drained. I don't feel like I have accomplished nothing, because sometimes as moms, that's what we do. So I want you guys to take this question into your week. What's one priority putting on your top 3 list today? I want you to drop it in the comments for me to see so that I can check it out. And if you need a little bit of accountability, go ahead and tell me what you're working on, or you can come and hang out in our VI planner group if you would like. And if you are a business bestie and you missed your opportunity to join into the Plan in Place, I might have a side door open. Just mention this video and you can come and hang out with us, where we do accountability like this every single Monday as well. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me for Game Plan Monday. Hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you